The question that we usually get this time of year is, how long do I cook my turkey? Well, of course, it's 2020, which means this Thanksgiving, the questions look a little different. Viewers have written to us to ask, is it safe to have Thanksgiving dinner with someone who has recently recovered from COVID? And viewers like William want to know, after recovering from COVID-19, are you now immune? And if so, for how long? There's a lot of information out there on this, and none of it is conclusive. But here's what we do know. And our sources are the CDC and well-respected medical centers like MD Anderson and MIT. The CDC says cases of people being reinfected with COVID-19 have been reported, but they're rare. Earlier this year, the University of Hong Kong confirmed a man who already had coronavirus got it again about 4.5 months later. The Lancet Medical Journal reported a Nevada man caught the virus twice 6 weeks apart. Again, there's only a handful of these cases, but while rare, getting COVID more than once does appear possible. Now, if you have had the virus before, research on how much immunity you have, if at all. It's way too early to come to any definitive conclusions. However, a brand new study suggests perhaps we get more immunity than originally thought. Scientists at the La Jolla Institute for Immunology in California analyzed the blood of 185 people who recovered from COVID. They found 8 months after being infected, most of those folks still had enough immune cells to fend off the virus and prevent illness. Now, before you get too excited about that, an infectious disease specialist at MD Anderson Medical Center in Texas says, if you've had COVID, don't assume you're immune because it's still too early to know. Dr. Roy Kamali also says if you've recovered from COVID, do keep taking all the recommended COVID-19 precautions and do quarantine again if you're exposed to someone who's got it, because viruses can and do mutate. Medical staff at MIT in Boston sum things up pretty well when they say, unfortunately, we still do not know what kind of immunity a person has after recovering from COVID-19 or how long that immunity might last. And I love this image MIT created showing an official COVID-19 Immunity Club membership card. Who is in that club and how long membership lasts? We still just don't know. It's one of the reasons public health officials are again saying they recommend hand washing, wearing a mask, and staying socially distant during the holidays. And ideally, no big family get-togethers for Thanksgiving. By the way, when it comes to your turkey, the CDC recommends plan on about 20 minutes cooking time per pound and make sure the internal temperature gets up to at least 165 degrees. Happy Thanksgiving. If you have something you'd like us to check out, send us an email, as always, at verify@wthr.com.